I completely disagree with it, let alone we're poor, college students are not very rich. And most of our parents, also their background, they don't have a lot of money either. And the only option these people would have are loans. And, you know, that's practically like over maybe $50,000 or $100,000 worth of loan, and even more if they want to go to grad school.
It's gonna make paying tuition a lot tougher. It's already tough enough with student loans and everything, and with this extra little fee, even though it doesn't sound like much, it's really gonna make a huge impact on the struggle to pay for classes. And we can see classes that are getting harder to get into. The more students that are here, it's really hard to get the classes that I need to fulfill my requirements for my major. So it's an impact on many levels that maybe not everybody sees. It goes deeper than just the money.
I think that's going to make things a lot more difficult for a lot of students because everything is getting more expensive, everything is getting more difficult. It's becoming more difficult for students to find jobs, and for us to just try to pull that much more money apart to give towards tuition, which is something that it's kind of an investment we're making to sort of do better for ourselves in the future. And to make that increasingly difficult is not beneficial to the students.
I definitely think that it's harming more, the minorities and the middle class of students that are here at UCSB and around the UC system. It's really not beneficial to anybody. It's not fixing any problems. I mean, they're spending money on pointless things. There's a lot of construction going on now when we could be using that towards classes. And I know, they're expanding for the future, but what does that do for the, current generation?
I mean, of course, cuts in certain areas are necessary, but I don't know. It's just maybe a little bit, maybe taxes a little bit. I mean, nobody likes taxes, but maybe just 1% maybe on just taxes maybe might help a little bit. Or there could be some types of fundraisers, like different activities that could be done to help raise money. Different programs that could be created, something like that.
I would reallocate funds. I would look at if something is being overfunded or underfunded. I would look really hard at which programs students are taking interest in or losing interest in, and try to redistribute some of the money we have accordingly.
Well, I mean, the only possible way is, I think, for our voice to be heard by either, I know we've done it so much, but boycotting, but as you see in past history, that is the only way that things were able to change. And obviously, I go for pro-nonviolence. I encourage peace, but I think the best way right now is boycotting for it and to just keep on doing it until our voices are heard, because that's the only way it can happen.
Just try to figure out another way. There's got to be some other way, some other solution to come up with. I mean, fees just make such an impact on everybody. I mean, the UC is supposed to be free, but yeah, I mean, just try to find another way.